ಹಲೋ ಡಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ನೀವು ಇವತ್ತು ಬರೆದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ KCET ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸನ್ನು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಮುಗಿಸಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನಾನು ವರ್ಷನ್ ಕೋಡ್ D4 ಅನ್ನು ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಇವತ್ತು ನಾನು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್, ಎ ಮಾಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ಎ ರಫ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್, there is a rigid support and one more mass, the same mass is hanged with the help of a string. Here the tension is always along the string. We have to write the components of these all. So first one, here in upward direction, this is theta and this is called as the opposite side. So this acting as opposite side, the component of tension is T sin theta. And here one more component of T is here, that is called as T cos theta. There is a frictional force in between the surface and the mass here. This F is equal to T cos theta and T is equal to and weight of the body. And weight of the body is nothing but T sin theta. Just taking the equation, T cos theta is equal to F and T sin theta is equal to what? mg. So we can write this F as, so frictional force is equal to what? Mu into mg, mu into normal force. So substitute here T cos theta divided by sin theta. Here T cos theta divided by T sin theta is equal to F is equal to what? Mu into mg divided by mg. So these two gets cancelled, T gets cancelled, and mu is equal to what? Cos by sin is equal to, so cot theta is equal to what? Mu. Answer is 1. In second question, a block of certain mass is placed on a rough floor. The coefficient of static and kinetic friction between the block and the floor are 0.4 and 0.25 respectively. A constant horizontal force F 20 Newton acts on it, so that the velocity of the block varies with respect to time according to the following graph. So there is a graph given, velocity time graph is given. We have to calculate the acceleration, then we can find the value of mass here. What is the velocity? Up to here 20 is the velocity, and time how much? It is 3. So acceleration is equal to 20 divided by 3 meter per second square. Now we have to find the value of mass to get for by using the formula F is equals to mass into A plus of mu into mg. Mg is called as what? A normal force here. Mu k is the kinetic friction. So m, we want m here. M take common, A plus of mu k into z is there. We want the value of m. M is equal to F divided by A plus of mu k into g. By substituting these all values, so force is given, that is 20 Newton, and A is already calculated, that is 20 divided by 3, and one more plus mu k is 0.25. 0.25 is given, so taking here 0.25 and z take as 10. 10 into 0.25 is 2.5, and multiplication by simplifying this complete value, the mass is equal to approximately, it is 2.2 kg. And the third question is, the given speed is equal to v equal to k into x raised to 3 by 2. So we want the work is equal to the change in kinetic energy. So change in kinetic energy you can write as 1 divided by 2 of mv square. By substituting the value of v here, so 1 divided by 2 mass into v square, it will be k square into x raised to 2 and 2 gets cancelled, it is x cube is there. So by substituting the all values, mass is given. What is the mass of the particle? Mass of the body. The mass of the body is 0.25 and k value is 2, it's 2 square, and x value is also 2 cube. Total value is here. So 2 square is 4 and it is 0.25 get cancelled, and it is 8 divided by 2. Answer is 4 joule. The next question is, during the elastic collision between the two bodies, which of the following statements are correct? The kinetic energy is equal to the final kinetic energy of the system. The linear momentum is conserved. The kinetic energy during delta t is not conserved. So here the all three options are correct. So our correct answer is 3. 1, 2 and 3 is the correct answer here. The next question is 3. Here we have to find the center of mass along x-axis and y-axis also. So center of mass along x-axis take as xcm. So formula is m1 x1 plus of m2 x2 plus of m3 x3 divided by m1 plus of m2 plus of m3 here. This is the formula. M1 is 1 kg, x1 is 0, so it is 0. M2 is 2 kg, x2 is 1, so it is 2. Then M3 is 3 kg and x2 is x1. M3 is 3 kg and x3 is 1 by 2, so it will be 3 by 2 divided by M1 plus M2 plus M3. 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 6 kg. By simplification, so it is 4 plus 3 divided by 2 into 6 is 12. Answer is 7 by 12. The first one. Second one, YCM is equal to center of mass along y-axis. YCM is equal to M1 Y1 plus of M2 Y2 plus of M3 Y3 divided by M1 plus of M2 plus of M3. So M1 value is 1 and component is 0. So first point is 0. M2 is 2, Y is 0. So 0. M3 is 3 and Y is root 3 divided by 2. So it is 3 root 3 divided by 2. So divided by M1 plus M2, M2 plus M3 is equal to 6. By simplification, 2 into 6 is 12. So 3 root 3 divided by 12 is the answer. Option number 1. Two flywheels are connected to non-slipping belts as shown in the figure. I1 equal to 4 kg meter square and R1 is 20 centimeter. I2 is equal to 20 kg meter square. R2 is 30 centimeter. The torque 10 Newton meter is applied to the smaller wheel. Then the match the following the entire column 1 and appropriate entire columns 2. Torque 1 is equal to I1 into alpha 1. Torque is given 10 Newton meter and I1 is also given. I1 is equal to 4. We don't know alpha 1 value. So here the alpha 1 is equal to 5 divided by 2. It is 2 it is 5 cancel. So 5 divided by 2. Acceleration 1 is equal to the acceleration 2. R1 alpha 1 is equal to R2 alpha 2. R1 is given. So R1 is 20 and alpha 1 already calculated 5 divided by 2 and R2 is 30. We don't know the value of alpha 2. So find by calculating here the alpha 2 is equal to what happened here 5 divided by 3. Then the value of torque 2 is equal to I2 into alpha 2. So I2 is also given. So I2 value is how much? It is 20 and alpha 2 already calculated is 5 divided by 3 is equal to 100 divided by 3. So correct option is 4. The next question is if RP, VP, LP and RA, VA, LA are the radii, velocities and angular momenta of the planet, of perihelion and the aphelion of its elliptical orbit around the sun respectively. Angular momentum of both are equal. So LA is equal to LP agibirtade. So angular momentum is equal to what? M into V into R. So illi kuda M into V into R. Taking here LA means VA and RA. It is LP means VP and RP. So here VP divided by VA is equal to RA divided by RP. So inversely proportional to each other. If VP is greater than VA, then RP is less than RA. So answer is 2. Then the next question is the total energy of the satellite in a circular orbit at a distance r plus h from the center of the earth varies as in. Total energy formula 3 is equal to 1 divided by 2 G into M divided by R plus H, but it is potential energy is minus, so that it is minus. So answer in barbekanತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ತೆಗೆದು ಬಿಟ್ರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ so E is proportional to minus of 1 divided by R plus H is the answer. So answer is here 1. Next question is two wires A and B are made of same material. Their diameters are in the ratio of 1:2 and lengths are in the ratio of 1:3. if they are stretched by a same force, then the increase in the length will be in the ratio of. By using the Young's modulus formula, that is F into L divided by A into change in length called as what? E. So formula is E is equal to force into L divided by A into Y is the formula. Area of cross section of the given wire take as pi d square, diameter square here. I am taking that the diameter square. So E is equal to F into L divided by pi into d square into Y. The constant terms F and Y both are constant, pi also constant. So E is directly proportional to L and inversely proportional to the square of the diameter. So our form ratio is E1 divided by E2 is equal to L1 divided by L2 into D2 square divided by D1 square is the form. The length ratio is given how much it is 1 divided by 3 and diameter ratio is equal to 1 divided by 2 and it will be 2 divided by 1. So 2 square is equal to 4 divided by 1. So answer is equal to 4 by 3 and is 4:3 is the answer. Option number 4 is correct. The next question is with the equation of continuity, that is A1 into V1 is equal to A2 into V2. A1 is given, that is 10 centimeter square and V1 is equal to 1 meter per second. A2 is also given, that is 5 centimeter square and V2 we have to calculate here. So here centimeter square get cancelled. So answer here is 2. The velocity is calculated 2 meter per second. So by using the Bernoulli's principle, so it is P1 minus of P2 is equal to half rho into V2 square minus of V1 square is our form. Rho is the density of the water, 1 divided by 2. Density of water is given, that is 1000, and V2 is already calculated, it is 2. 2 square is equal to 4 and V1 is 1. 1 square is 1 only. So it is 2 ones are 2 500s they cancel. 5 into 3 is 1500. 1500 is the P1 minus of P2. We want to calculate the value of P2. So P2 is equal to what? P2 here and take here. It is P1 minus of 1500. P1 is equal to 2000 minus of 1500. So answer is equal to 500 Pascal is the answer. Question number 11. Call the temperature at X is equal to T here. Temperature difference of every point from X here. It is T minus of 0 degrees Celsius plus T minus of 90 degrees Celsius plus T minus of again 90 degrees Celsius is that temperature is 0. So it is T plus T plus T is 3T is equal to 90 minus is there, 90 minus is there, 90, 90, 180, take to the RHS, it will be the 180 degrees Celsius, 3 ones are, 360 is a cancel, to temperature is equal to 60 degrees Celsius. So answer is option number 1. Question number 12. A gas is taken from a state A to state B along two different paths 1 and 2. Heat absorbed and work done by the system along these two paths Q1 and Q2 and W and W2 respectively. Then the condition is delta U1 is equal to delta U2. So its formula is what? It is Q1 minus of W1 is equal to Q2 minus of W2 is the answer. Difference in the heat energy and the amount of work done. So answer is 2. Second option is correct. Next, 13th question. At 27 degree temperature, the mean kinetic energy of the atoms of ideal gas is E1. The temperature is increased 327 degrees Celsius. The mean kinetic energy of the atoms will be. Here the kinetic energy is directly proportional to the temperature. Now the equation is E1 divided by E2 is equal to T1 divided by T2. Write the temperature in terms of Kelvin. So here E2 is equal to what happened? It will be E2 T2 divided by T1 into E1 will be there. So ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ E2 ಈ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗಿರ್ತದೆ. E1 ನಾವು E ಅಂತ ಕರೆಯೋಣ. So T2 temperature ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ? 327, right, in terms of Kelvin, plus of 273 divided by T1 is given, that is 27 degrees Celsius plus of 273 into E as it is. So sum of these two is equal to 600 and sum of these two is equal to 300. Then it will be E and 0 can cancel. It is 2. Answer is 2 times of E. 14th question. The variation of kinetic energy and potential energy the total energy of the function displacement of the particle in a SHM as shown in the figure. The value of x naught is, just take the potential energy is equal to the kinetic energy half m omega square into x naught square is equal to, now kinetic energy is half m omega square into v square equation, that is a square minus of x naught square is the formula. Now m cancel, omega square half of cancel, so x naught square is equal to a square minus of x naught square. Take to the LHS here, 2 times of x naught square is equal to a square, 2 x naught square, then the x naught value is equal to, its square cancelled, so a, and it will be root 2. And 15th one, the angle between the particle velocity and the wave velocity in transverse wave is, from the main position is, a particle velocity is a linear, so take this is a linear path, and the wave velocity is perpendicular to the propagation of wave motion, so phase difference between these two is equal to pi by 2. So answer is pi by 2. 16th question, a metallic sphere of radius r carrying a charge q is kept at a certain distance from another metallic sphere of radius r by 4 carrying a charge q. What is the electric flux at a point inside the metallic sphere of radius r due to the sphere of radius r by 2? According to Gauss law, the inside the flux is completely 0, so answer is 0. Second option is correct. 17th one. So 17th one is here. You are given a dipole of charge plus q and minus q separated by a distance to r. A sphere A of radius r passes through a center of dipole as shown below, and the sphere B of radius 2r passes through a charge plus q. Then the electric flux through a sphere A is. So ಈಗ ಎರಡು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್, electric field direction is positive to negative, so flux is always here inverse. So inverse means the flux is equal to minus of q divided by epsilon naught is the answer here. 18th question is a potential at a point A. A potential at a point A is minus 3 volt and that another point B is 5 volt. The work done in carrying a charge 5 millicoulomb from B to A. So work done is equal to what? Potential difference into a net charge. The potential difference take as VA minus of VB into charge is there. VA equal to 3. VA equal to minus 3. VB is equal to 5 and charge is also given 5 millicoulomb. So 10 to the power of minus 3. Minus 3 minus 5 is equal to minus 8 into 5 into 10 to the power of minus 3. So 8 5s are, it is minus 40 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Then answer is equal to 0.04 joule is the answer. Question number 19. So inside the sphere the electric field is 0, then outside the sphere the electric field is proportional to the 1 by r. So option is A. Question number 20. Match the column 1 and column 2 related to the electric dipole of dipole moment P and placed in uniform electric field E. Here the equation of potential energy of a dipole is equal to P e cos of theta. When you substituting the value of theta as a 180 degree, cos 180 is minus 1, then u is equal to what happened? Minus into minus plus, so plus of PE is the answer. When you substituting the value of theta as a 120 degree, then u is equal to minus of PE cos of 120 degree is equal to minus of sine of 30. Because second quadrant cos is negative, that's why minus into minus plus and sine 30 is equal to 1 by 2. 1 by 2 PE is the value. And second and third one, when you substituting the value of theta as a 90 degree, cos 90 is 0, then the value is 0. So 180 PE, 120 half PE and 90 is 0. So answer is 4th. Question number 21. The work done in moving a charge in an equipotential surface is not 0. It is always 0. The work done is always 0 in the equipotential surface. First option is the correct answer here. Question number 22. Fourth answer is correct. Gauss law holds good for a closed surface. We'll go to the question number 23. In the following circuit, the terminal voltage across the cell is V is equals to E into R divided by R plus of R is the E value is given. So what is the E value? E value is 2 and R value is how much? It is 3.9 and divided by R is again 3.9 plus of small r value is 0.1. So by multiplying it is 2 into 3.9 divided by 4. 2 ones are 2 2s are cancel, 2 ones are it is 1.95 are cancel. So answer is 1.95 volt. Question number 24. Two cells of EMF E1 and E2 and internal resistance R1 and R2. E2 is greater than E1 and R2 is greater than R1 respectively are connected in parallel as shown in the figure. The equivalent EMF of the combination is E1 and E2 and R1 and R2. E1 ನ E2 ನ ಮತ್ತು R1 ನ R2 ನ ಒಂದು ಸರ್ಟನ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೇಳೋದ್ರಿ. E2 is greater than E1 and R2 is greater than R1 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. E2 ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಅಂತ 4 ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ, E1 ಅನ್ನ 6 ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಸೊ R1 ನ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ, R2 ಅನ್ನ 3 ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. E equivalent is equals to what? E1 R2 plus of E2 R1 divided by R1 plus R2 is our form. So ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡೋಣ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅನ್ನ. E1 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ 4, R2 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು 3 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆಫ್ E2 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ 6, R2 ಅಂತ R1 ಅಂತ ಎಷ್ಟು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ 2 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ R1 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆಫ್ R2. ಸೊ 2 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆಫ್ 3 is equal to 5. ಇದರ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು? So it is 24 divided by 5 is there. Its value 4.8 is there. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋಣ್ರಿ ಏನೈತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ E1 and E equivalent ಆಮೇಲೆ E2 ಬರೋಣ್ರಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರೋಣ್ರಿ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ E1 equal to how much 4 and E2 equal to how much? It is 6. E4 is E equivalent is equal to how much? 4.8. ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡುವಂತ ಸದ್ದ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ if E1 is less than 4.8 okay and 4.8 is less than E2. So fourth answer is correct. Question number 25. Variation of resistivity rho with the absolute temperature T for three different materials X, Y, Z as shown in the graph below. Identify the material. X anta bandre it is the copper and straight path bandre Y it is just nichrome and another one is semiconductor. So option is 4. Question number 26. Given a current carrying wire a uniform cross section, which of the following constant through the length of the wire ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ the current is independent on the length. ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಯಾವ್ದಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 27. ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ is R is equal to rho L divided by A. So R is inversely proportional to A ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. A is the area of cross section of the wire. It is called as pi d square ಅಂತ ಕರೆಯೋನು. R is proportional to R is inversely proportional to ಏನಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕ್ರಿ d square ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ is d square ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಿಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ಬರಬೇಕ್ರಿ? ಸೊ ದ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ is like this inversely. ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಯಾವ್ದಾಗುತ್ತಾ? ಥರ್ಡ್ ಐ. ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 28. Two thin long parallel wires separated by a distance r from each other in vacuum carry a current of I ampere opposite direction. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತೈತೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ರಿಪೆಲ್ ಈಚ್ ಅದರ್ ವಿತ್ ಅ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಲೆಂತ್ mu I square divided by 2 pi r is the correct answer. 29. A solenoid is 1 meter long, 4 centimeter diameter. It has 5 layers of winding, 1000 turns each and carrying current 7 ampere. The magnetic field at the center of the solenoid is. So magnetic field at the center of the solenoid formula is equal to mu naught into n into I. It contains the 5 layers and each has totally 1000 turns. Mu naught value ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7 ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ n ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 1000 number of turns and there are 5 layers. So 5 into 1000 and the current also given that is equal to 7 ampere. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 3 zeros though, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 3 zeros subscribed by 10 to the power of minus 4. It is 10 to the power of minus 4 ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. By multiplying these all, we'll get the answer. It is 439.6 answer is there. So by just moving the decimal point, its answer is equal to 4.396 into 10 to the power of minus 2 Tesla is the answer here. Question number 30. Two similar galvanometers are converted into ammeter and milliammeter. The shunt resistance of the ammeter compared to the shunt resistance of the milliammeter will be. The shunt resistance of the milliammeter is very large. So current through that is very small. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೆಸ್. ಆಪ್ಷನ್ 3 ಈಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್. Question number 31. Which of the following statements is true in respect to the diamagnetic substances? For diamagnetic substances, the susceptibility is very, very small and negative. So answer 4 is correct. For question number 32, identify the correct statement. Straight current carrying conductor has a circular magnetic lines around it. Yes, it is correct. So the answer is second option is correct answer here. Now question number 33. Which of the following graphs represents the variation of magnetic field B perpendicular to the R from the infinite long straight conductor carrying current? A straight conductor magnetic field formula is equals to what? Mu naught into N into I divided by 2 pi R is our formula. So B is inversely proportional to R here. So graph yav barabekri antandanga atilli graph is like this. Question number 34. De Broglie wavelength formula is H divided by P. Wavelength same ಐತ್ರಿ, H constant ಆಗುತ್ತಾ, momentum also same ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. Answer is momentum. Next question number 35. The anode voltage of photocell is kept fixed. The frequency of light falling the cathode gradually increases. The correct graph of shown the variation of photocurrent with the frequency. Here the photocurrent is independent on frequency. So the question number 26. When the magnet is pulled away from the coil, then its direction is reversed, so deflects towards the x dash. Answer is deflects towards the x dash here. Question number 37. ಈ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಲೂಪ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾಗ ಒಂದಕ್ಕೆ x ಕರೆಯೋಣ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು y ಕರೆಯೋಣ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ z ಕರೆಯೋಣ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಸದ y ಅಂತ ಕರೆಯೋಣ್ರಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು z ಅಂತ ಕರೆಯೋಣ್ರಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಈಸ್ ಪರ್ಪೆಂಡಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಟು ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ x, ಈ ಕಡೆ ಐತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದಾಗ ಈ ಸೈಡ್ ಟು ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ದೆನ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ವಾಟ್? ಲೆಂತ್ ಇಂಟು ಬ್ರೆಡ್ತ್. 2 into 2 is equal to 4 meter square. So 4 meter square area ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. Then flux is equal to what? B into A. B is given, I think. So B is equal to, B is along x axis because plane arm ಅಂತ perpendicular to that is B ತಗೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ. X axis ನಾಗ magnetic field ಎಷ್ಟೈತಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? 5 ಐತಿ into what? 4 is the, so answer is 20 Weber. Question number 38. In domestic electric mains supply, the voltage, the current are. So ಇಲ್ಲೇನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೊಮೆಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದರೆ AC voltage and AC current ಇರ್ತದೆ. ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು AC voltage ಮತ್ತು AC current. So answer is 4. Question number 39. A sinusoidal voltage produces the AC generator at any instant t is given by the equation V equal to 311 sin of 314t. RMS value and frequency. Equation V is equal to V naught into sin of omega t ನಮ್ಮ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಐತ್ರಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 311 into sin of 314 times of t ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. V RMS is equal to what? V naught divided by root 2 is our formula. 311 divided by root 2 is equal to 1.41. Its answer is equal to 220 volt ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ. And next one is frequency ಕೇಳಿದಾರ. ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಮೆಗಾ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ? 314 ಅಂತ 2 pi f ಅಂತ ತಗೋಬಹುದು. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 314. f is equal to 314 divided by 2 into 3.14. ಸೊ ಇದು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿಪ್ಪ ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ 100 ಹೋಗ್ತೈತ್ರಿ. 2 1s are 250s ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್. ಸೊ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ 50 ಹರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತೈತ್ರಿ. ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಈಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ 220 volt and 50 hertz. Question number 40. A series LCR circuit containing AC source 100 volt has inductor and capacitor reactances 24 and 16 respectively. The resistance of 6 ohm is connected in series. Then the potential difference across the series combination of inductor and capacitors only ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ VL minus VC ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಏನು ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಈಗ? V divided by ಇಂಪಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಏನ್ರಿಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ V divided by root of what? R square plus of XL minus of XC whole square ನಮ್ಮ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಐತಿ. V ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂದಾರ್ರಿ? 100 ಅಂದಾರ. ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ರೂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ R ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಎಷ್ಟು ರೀ? 6 ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಐತ್ರಿ. ಪ್ಲಸ್ XL minus XC 24 minus of 16 ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 8 ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್. 100 divided by 10 ಆಕೈತಿ. ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ I ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇಸ್ 10 ಆಂಪಿಯರ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂತು. VL ಮತ್ತು VC ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ್ರಿ. VL ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಏನು? ದ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಂಟು XL and VC is equal to current into XC. XL equal to I equal to ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತ್ರಿ 10 ಬಂದೈತ್ರಿ and XL equal to ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರಿ 24 ohm ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 240 ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತದ ಸೊ 240 ವೋಲ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಐ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಷ್ಟ್ರಿ 10 ಇದೆಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರಿ 16 ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 160 ವೋಲ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತೈತ್ರಿ ಸೊ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಿಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ VL ಮೈನಸ್ ಆಫ್ VC is equal to 240 minus of 160 answer is equal to 80 volt 80 volt is the answer here. Question number 41, match the following type of the waves with their wavelength. 1C, 2A, 3D and 4B is the answer here. And next 42 question. So question number 42 ಹೋಗೋಣ. Question number 42 ಅಂತ ಬಂದ ray of light passes through the vacuum into a medium. The refractive index is n. The angle of incidence is twice the angle of refraction. Then the angle of incidence in terms of what? Refractive index is. Very simple the ಮಾಡೋಣ್ರಿ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತ the ray of light is traveling from vacuum to the medium. If it is a medium of refractive index is here the ray of light is incident on the interface. Here we have to draw a normal. This is angle of incidence, this is angle of refraction r. So I is equal to ಏನಾತ್ರಿ 2 times of r ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದಾರ ಹಂಗಿದ್ದಾಗ r equal to ಎಷ್ಟಾತ್ರಿ I by 2 ಆತ so by substituting by taking the Snell's law here 1 into sin of 1 into sin of I is equal to n into sin of r equal to ಎಷ್ಟಾಗತ್ರಿ I by 2 ಅಂತ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಸೊ ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹಾಫ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಲ್ಲ 2 into sin of I into 2 into sin of I by 2 into cos of I by 2 is equal to n into sin of I by 2 is there. Sin I by 2 gets cancelled. So n is equal to n number 2 cos of I by 2 is the answer. Question number 43. A convex lens has a power P. ಈಗ ಇದ್ರ ಪವರ್ ಅನ್ನ P ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ L3 L2 ಮತ್ತು L1 ಆಗಿ ಇದನ್ನ 3 ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಲಿನ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ 2 ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಕೆಳಗಿನ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ರಿಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರೇ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಇದ್ರ ಪವರ್ ನಾವು P ಅಂತ ಕರೆದ ಇದ್ರ ಪವರ್ ಏನು ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಕೈತಿ ಕೇಳ್ಯಾರ two refractions are there then focal length will not change so focal length change ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ power also same ಇದು ಪವರ್ ಏನು ತಗೋತೀರಿ as it is P ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ then the focal length of this part will be 2f and the focal length of this part is also 2f ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ 2f ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ power is equal to what happened power is equal to P by 2 ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ 1 divided by f ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ the power is equal to P by 2 ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಇದ್ರ ಪವರ್ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ P by 2 ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಇದ್ರ ಪವರ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ P ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಸೊ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಏನೇನಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಾ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ L3 ಪವರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತ್ರಿ ನಮಗ P by 2 ಅಂತ ಬಂತು ಸೊ L2 ಪವರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತ್ರಿ ನಮಗ P by 2 ಅಂತ ಬಂತು ಆಮೇಲೆ L1 ಪವರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತ್ರಿ P ಬಂತು ಇದರೊಳಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಇನ್ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡ್ಬಿಡಿ ಪವರ್ ಆಫ್ L1 is P by 2 ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದಾರ ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 44 the image formed by the objective lens in a compound microscope is compound microscope ದ ಎರಡು ಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವ್ರಿ ಒಂದು ಐ ಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತೈತ್ರಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತೈತ್ರಿ ದ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದಾಗ ಸೊ ರೇ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಟು ದ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ದ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಅಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಆಪ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಹೋಗಿತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ದ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಈ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬಂದೈತ್ರಿ ಸೊ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಬಂದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದೈತ್ರಿಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಅ ರಿಯಲ್ and this is a principal axis object ಇಷ್ಟ ಐತ್ರಿ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗೈತ್ರಿಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ real and enlarged image so answer is second one so real and enlarged image is formed here. Question number 45 if r and r dash denote the angles inside the prism having angle of prism 50 degree considering the during the intervals of time t equal to t here t equal to 0 to t equal to t here r varies with r equal to 10 degree plus of t square during the time interval r dash will be r dash ಎಷ್ಟಾಕೈತಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಯಾರ ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳೋಣ್ರಿ ಸೊ a is equal to ಏನು r1 plus of r2 ಅನ್ನೋಣ ಇದು ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಇದು ಫೈನಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೆಯೋಣ್ರಿ ಹಂಗಿದ್ದಾಗ a is equal to ಏನೈತ್ರಿ r plus of r dash ಅಂತ ಕರೆಯೋಣ ಸೊ r dash equal to ಏನಾತ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ a minus of r ಆತ್ ಸೊ r is varying r ವೇರಿ ಆಗುತ್ತಂತ a ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 50 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇದೆಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ 10 ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ minus of t square ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು 50 minus 10 is equal to 40 minus of t square is the answer. Question number 46 if AB is incident plane wavefront refracted the wavefront n2 is greater than n1 ಕೊಟ್ಟ n2 is greater than n1 upon it bends away from the option 1 is correct here. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಬರ್ತಾವ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಕರ್ವ್ ಐತ್ರಿ ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಆಗಬೇಕು ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೆಂಡ್ ಅವೇ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 47 ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 47 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಇಲ್ರಿ The total energy carried by the light wave when it travels from the radar to the non-reflecting and non-absorbing medium ಅಂದಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್ಮು ಲೈಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಬ್ ಮಾಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಮಾಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ನೆವರ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಸೊ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ನೆವರ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸರ್ವ್ಡ್ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿಮೇನ್ಸ್ ಸೇಮ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ 48. The radius of first Bohr orbit is r. The radius of the second Bohr orbit is. So n is equal to 2 ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಏನ್ರಿ r is proportional to n square ಆತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ r1 divided by r2 is equal to ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಕೈತ್ರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ರಿ ಈಗ n1 square divided by n2 square is a ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ. ಇದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ಬಿಟ್ 1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. r2 ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗೈತ್ರಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ r ಅಂತ ಕರ್ದೇವ್ರಿ. ಸೊ r2 ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಆಕೈತ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ಏನೈತ್ರಿ ಇದೀಗ n2 square divided by n1 square into r1 n2 ಅಂತ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆರ್ಬಿಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ 2 square divided by 1 into r. So it is 4r is the answer. Question number 49. Match the following of type of nuclei with examples. Isotopes, same atomic number but different atomic mass. So same atomic number ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಐಸೋಟೋಪ್ ಎಲ್ಲೈತ್ರಿ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಐತೆ ನೋಡಿ H1 S2 ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಡ್ಯೂಟೇರಿಯಂ ಐತ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ಐಸೋಬಾರ್ಸ್ ಸೊ ಸೇಮ್ ಮಾಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಅಟೋಮಿಕ್ ನಂಬರ್. ಸೊ ಹಂಗಿತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಐತ್ರಿ 1 ಐತ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ಎ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 3 ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಬಿ ಏನಾಗಿರಬೇಕು 1 ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಸಿ ಏನಾಗಿರಬೇಕು 2 ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. 4ನೇ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತೈತೆ ನೋಡಿ. 50th ಕ್ವಶನ್. Which of the following statements is incorrect with reference to the nuclear force? Nuclear force is always attractive. ಸಾಧ್ಯನೇ ಇಲ್ರಿ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ರಿಪಲ್ಸಿವ್ ಫೋರ್ಸು ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಾನ್ಸ್. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಯಾವ್ದಾಗುತ್ತೆ ರೀ ದ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್. ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 51 ಹೋಗೋಣ. ದ ರೇಂಜ್ ಆಫ್ electrical conductivity and the resistivity of the metals ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀರಿ. ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರಬೇಕು, ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರಬೇಕು. Resistivity range is 10 to minus 2 to 10 to minus 8. Conductivity is more 10 to plus 2 to 10 to 8. ಬರೋબર. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 52 ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಇಲ್ರಿ ವಿಚ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫಾಲೋವಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎನ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಸೆಮಿಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್? Donor energy level just below the bottom of the conduction. So option 4 is correct. Question number 53. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. What is the value of current through the 70 ohm resistance ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿ. This is in the reverse bias. in ತಗದ ಬಿಡ್ರಿ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ bias the current ಹೋಗೈತಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂತಪ್ಪ these two are in series. So current in both the resistance is ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಎರಡು ಕಡೆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗೈತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದಾಗ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಏನಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕ್ರಿ ಅವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಇ ಎಮ್ ಎಫ್. ಸೊ ವಿ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್. ಸೊ ಟೋಟಲಿಗೆ ವಿ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ 30 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆಫ್ 70. ವಿ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 3 ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ 30 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆಫ್ 70 ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ. ಸೊ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದ್ರಿಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 3 ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ 100 ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇಸ್ 0.03 ಆಂಪಿಯರ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕರೆಂಟ್. 54 ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಇವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ 3 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ವಿತ್ ಚಾಕ್, ವಿತ್ ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಂಕ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ 3 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ದ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ ಒಂದು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಐತಿ ಏನಂತೇಳಿ n is equal to r3 minus of r1 divided by it is r3 minus of r2 is our formula ಐತಿ. r3 is equal to 8.123 ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. r1 is equal to 5.123 ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ 8.123 ಮೈನಸ್ ಆಫ್ 6.123 ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಡೆಸಿಮಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇಮ್ ಐತಿ, ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. 8 minus of 5 is equal to 3. 8 minus 6 is equal to 2 ಆಕೈತ್ರಿ. 3 by 2 is equal to 1.5. So answer is 1.5. In an experiment, determine the figure of merit of galvanometer by half deflection method. Student constructed the following circuits. Find the value of galvanometer resistance. R S ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಮುಗಿದ ಹೋಟೆಲ್ ಜಿ ರೇಷಿಕೆ ಬೆಳೆಯಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಜಿ ಇಸ್ ಅವರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ. ಏನಪ್ಪ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ R into S divided by R minus S ಅಂತ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ. R ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 5200 ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಂಟು ಎಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಈಸ್ 90 ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ 5200 ಮೈನಸ್ ಆಫ್ 90 ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ. ಬೈ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈಯಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ 91.6 ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 56 ಹೋಗೋಣ. While determining the coefficient of viscosity of a given liquid, a spherical steel ball sinks by a distance of 0.9 meter. The radius of the ball is The radius of the ball is root 3 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meter. Time taken by the ball to the sink 3 trials ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ coefficient of viscosity formula is eta is equals to 2 divided by 9 r square into g into density differences, that is rho minus of sigma divided by v. Velocity, thermal velocity 2 divided by 9 r square ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡು root 3 square ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ only 3 and 10 to the power of minus 6 square more 10 to minus 6 ಬರಬೇಕು. g ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 10 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. 7000 kg per meter cube ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರಿ. ಡಿವೈಡ್ 1/3 ಅಂತ ತಗೋರಿ. By simplifying this one, the value will be, ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಸರ್ಚ್ ಬಿಡ್ರಿ ಬೇಕಾದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಈಗ ಈ 3 ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ 9 ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ 3 into 3 is 9. These 3 ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕ್ರಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 3 0 ಹೋಗ್ತಾವ್ರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು 0 ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾ. ಸೊ 10 to the power of minus 2 ಬರಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು 2 ಅಂತ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಐತ್ರಿ. 2 into 7 ಎಷ್ಟಾತ್ರಿ 14 ಆಯ್ತು. ಸೊ 14 into 10 to the power of minus 2 ಆಯ್ತು. ಸೊ ಸರ್ಸರಿಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ 0.14. Question number 57. Which of the following expressions are deduced on the basis of dimension analysis? Exponentials ಆಗಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಟ್ರಿಗ್ನೋಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ ನಾವು ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರೆಯೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎರಡು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡಿಲೀಟ್. Option third is correct. F is equal to 6 pi eta r into v. That is the correct option. Question number 58. Two stones begin to fall from the rest from the same height. Height same ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾರೆ. Second stone start to fall delta t seconds after the first. Both are starts from rest ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. x1, the first ball can cover a certain distance, that is x. X equal to ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. Starts from rest means what? U equal to 0 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ರಿ. x1 is equal to ಏನಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕ್ರಿ half z into t naught square ಅಂತ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ಇದು ಕೂಡ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾರ. u equal to 0. ಸೊ x2 is equal to what? half z into after first ball the second ball starts to fall here. Next one is t naught plus of delta t whole square ಅಂತ ಬರೆಯೋನು. It is a plus b whole square, a square plus b square plus 2 times of ab ಅಂತ ತಗೋತೀವಿ. ಸೊ t naught into t neglecting because the term is very small. ಅವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ x2 minus of x1 ಮಾಡ್ಕೋರಿ. x2 minus x1 you can take as height. ಇವೆರಡು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆದ್ಪ ಉಳಿತಶ್ರೀ half z into delta t whole square ಅಂತ ಉಳಿತೈತಿ. We want the value of t here. t ಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು h, ಇದು ಈ ಕಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ t ಉಳಿಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ is here h divided by it is z into delta t. ಒಂದು t ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಐತ್ರಿ, ಒಂದು delta t square ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಐತ್ರಿ, minus of ಇದು ಈ ಕಡೆ ತಂದಿರಿ ಸದ್ದ ಉಳಿತೆಷ್ಟು delta t square divided by 2, delta t divided by 2. Question number 59. In a projectile motion, the particle on a ground level, which of the following remains constant with reference to the time and position? Very simple ಹೇಳಬೇಕ್ರಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಿಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ projectile motion ಹಿಂಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಿಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ along the horizontal axis the acceleration is 0. ಯಾಕೆ acceleration 0? The velocity is constant. ಸೊ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಏನು ಬರ್ಬೇಕ್ರಿ ಅಂತಂದಂಗೆ ಆಯ್ತು. The horizontal component of velocity is constant here. Question number 60. The last question number 60. A particle is in uniform circular motion with the equation trajectory is given by the x minus 2 whole square plus y square is equal to 25. Where x and y are in meter, the speed of the particle 2 meter per second when the particle attains the lowest y coordinate acceleration of the particle in meter per second square is ಅಂತ ಕೊಡಿ. ಇದು ಯಾವ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ದಾಗ ಐತ್ರಿಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದಾಗ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವೈ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ, ಅದನ್ನ ನಾ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೆಯೋನು ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಸಿಗ್ತೈತೆ ನಮಗಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಈಗೇನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀರಿಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದಾಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಆರ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತು? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 5 ಬಂತು. ವಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ ಆರ್ ಅಂತ ಇರಬೇಕು. ವಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ಗಿವನ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 2 ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ 5 ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್. 4 ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ 5 ಆಕೈತ್ರಿ. ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂದ್ರಿಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 40 ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ 5 ಆಗಬೇಕು. 0.8 is the answer. 0.8 meter per second square is the answer. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬರೆದಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. ಕ್ವಶನ್ನು ಆನ್ಸರು ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಹಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಚಾನಲ್ನ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂತ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ.